Hi, everybody. I'm Monique Carlisle with MidasWeb, and we are here today with our AI Solutions Lab. Today we're talking about content analysis and optimization. So a lot of content research. What do you put out there, and how is it doing? And where can you go using AI tools to look at that data and those metrics and see what's performing, what could be performing, how does your stuff stack up against others? So we're doing a lot of research today. Previously, we did content creation, we did image creation at our last session. So if you missed that, definitely check out that video on our YouTube channel. So without further ado, we're going to jump right into some AI tools. And we always follow up our webinars with Q&A. So definitely hop onto our live. If you're watching this as a recording, definitely hop onto our live. And so you can get your questions answered by our AI experts. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to share my screen. We don't care about the Zoom right now. All right. So content, research and stuff. We're going to start with one of my favorite tools, and that's BuzzSumo. Now, I'm going to let you guys know that BuzzSumo is actually one of the pricier tools. It is well worth the investment, but we try to keep our recommendations on a low cost or freemium. Unfortunately, BuzzSumo does not fit in that category. It is a substantial cost, and you only get 7 days. So it doesn't even have a freemium model. So I used one of my extra emails to grab a free trial for you guys to see. So that's why you see it's the free trial, and just wanted to let you guys know, unfortunately, it is a pretty pricey application, but it's amazing. So let me jump into that. So what I love about this is it researches articles, content, videos, things that are going out onto social media. And you can see where is something being posted and where is it getting the most traction. So let's look at this one, for example. This is just a missing person report, and it's got 60,000 engagements on Facebook and 3,000 on X. Or I'm sorry, just 3, not 3,000. So you can see, you know, this social post is definitely going to be trending more on Facebook. You can scroll down to the most trending topics here. There's something about Trump. You've got 33K and 1.6K. So pretty competitive on the X platform. You are going to see that Facebook is typically a higher engagement. It's just got a better reputation than X, unfortunately, or fortunately, depending on which way you tend to feel. But you'll be able to compare them across different places. So let's get a little bit more specific about this. Let's talk, you can actually research your own industry. So let's just say coaching. And let's see what it comes up with. Okay, so it's coming up with football. That might not be specific enough for me. I might need to put business coaching or gymnastics coaching or whatever it is that your niche is. But then you can see kind of what is trending and what kind of topics and things are people interested in. So what's not and what is. And then you can analyze that. So this is very top level research just to kind of get a feel for the trends. It is not the most powerful thing because this is what other people are doing. What I love about this is its content ideas generator. So this is additionally research on what could you be saying. So if I want to create some material on business coaching, it's going to, all I'm going to do is go in and put in my target, my niche, or whatever I'm going to try to create content on, and it's going to give me information. I have very slow internet today, so I'm hoping it'll catch up. But what it'll do is it'll tell you the top 5 articles and whether that article is something that is evergreen. Evergreen meaning it's good for a long period of time. So why the coaching industry is poised for transformative growth. Of course, that's going to have an evergreen score. So those kinds of things, why this, why that, might be a good article for you to be talking about. Here are the relevant questions. And I'm going to show you another tool that will also give this to you. And so when you write a piece of content, whether it's an infographic, an article, a blog, an interview, you can answer these questions. Again, this is all looks like football and coaching, so it hasn't quite caught up yet, but you can see the pieces that are here, so you can have those questions based on your niche. So why is peer coaching considered a cost-effective option? So now you know what to research and what blog you could write. Related topics. So when somebody is searching for business coaching, maybe they're also searching for online business coaching. Now I've got keywords and tags and meta tags and SEO and things that I can hashtag and drop into my content to get more eyes on me. I can use any of these. Now, of course, I would not use sports business management because that's not what I do. I might use mentorship and coaching. I might use mentorship programs, online consulting. And then I believe, nope, I can't click onto these, but you can definitely expand that to get more information. So you can really dive deep into this. So this kind of goes to that next level. So we're just digging into the content hole that BuzzSumo is, and it gives you an idea. Okay, so how to start a coaching business in 2024, guide from scratch. So here's a content idea, and then I can write that article. How to build a coaching business. I can now write that article, write that infographic, 5 steps, and use this as a springboard for content ideas. And everything that BuzzSumo suggests is from its trending research. Like, it's from what they've seen as working really well. So this isn't like ChatGPT where it's just going to throw spaghetti at the wall. This is saying, hey, this is a good content idea for you on all of these different topics. Okay, so you've got a lot of options here to explore. All right, question analyzer. What are the most popular questions on business coaching? I'm again also going to show you another tool that is free that you can do question analysis on. But here are the most recent questions. Here are the top keywords as to, you know, what kind of questions are being asked. So it's a lot of what questions, and a lot of, I think, and how questions. How can I XYZ? So again, this is just that research, and you're going to answer these with a piece of content, a blog, a video, a infographic, a presentation, a webinar. You know, this is where you're going to get those content ideas that have proven effective in other niches and areas. So you can dig into this again and again. Let's see, is there anything else here? You can go into YouTube, do a lot of this similar work. You can do Facebook. So if you find a competitor's Facebook and you want to see kind of how are they doing, I'm not going to go through the authentication process. I have slow internet, but you can go into other people's Facebook competitors and see, okay, what's trending for them, what works for them. I'm a business coach. I might go look at Tony Robbins, and we're going to look at something with his stuff on it in a little bit. I might look at Grant Cardone. I might look at somebody else's Facebook page and see, okay, what is working for them? What is working for their YouTube? How many backlinks are there? So like I said, BuzzSumo is a pricier tool, but it is well worth the investment if you have the time to use it. Little coaching advice: if you don't have the time to use it, if you don't have the time to use a tool, it's not worth the investment. Like, no matter how cheap it is, if you don't use it, not worth it. So definitely, I encourage you to get the 7-day trial. It does not require a credit card. And so that way you can just play with it, get as much as you can out of it before you pay for it. So that is BuzzSumo. Talking about social media. Oh, okay. I'm going to have to skip this one because it would not let me log in. So I'll tell you a little bit about what Glimpse is. Glimpse is a social media. I'll see if I can get to its main page and just show you the main page because it's not letting me log in right now. and I'm not going to fight it while we're on Zoom. So what it does is it's similar to what BuzzSumo does here as far as trending feeds. So it shows you kind of like what this is, but that's all it shows you. So Glimpse Ahead is a more cost-effective platform. I do believe they have a freemium model, and they're going to tell you, which platform, which articles, things like that. But it's going to be just social media trends and what's happening. So we might have to do another quick overview of this one later there, so I can actually show it to you. But because I don't even have any pictures of what they do. It's not a very helpful. It's not a very helpful sales page. So, but I like Glimpse because it's mainly for social media. Okay, let's jump into SparkToro. Again, this is all content analysis. So SparkToro is keyword research. So if I want to search keywords for my audience in the USA, and my keyword is business coaching. And so you'll see that the freemium model here has 5 queries. So I've used 1 for business coaching. So I get up to 5 per month, I think it is. I'd have to double check that. But what it does is it checks your keyword and it tells you, okay, who are your competitors and how closely do they align with business coaching? So smallbusinesscoaching.com, coachfirm.com, Tony Robbins, as I said, I know that he's a competitor, right? And what other keywords are there? What other keywords are people looking at when they're searching for business coaching? And what's my market size? So if my market size is 9 to 11K for business coaching, maybe it's larger for business development. Maybe it's larger for online consulting. So I would have to play with some research and keyword research to find that. It also breaks down your demographics. So you might find, if you type in nail art, you might have a higher female content. If you type in football, it's probably gonna have a higher male content, right? So this kind of helps you target your content to the right demographic. So that's SparkToro. You can do a lot more with it. I don't use it too often. Let's see, trending keywords around business coaching. That does not look right. That has nothing to do with business coaching. That did not go through because that's nothing. That's all something else. I don't know what that is. Search for, okay, frequently used executive coach websites, life coach, how to get clients, life coach for relationships. So it's seeing, so business coaching is obviously not a highly used term. I need to figure out what term is highly used. So the demographics of that term, again, we talked about gender and age. So most people searching for business coaching are 26 to 50. So again, my content needs to speak to that demographic. And then so on and so forth. So social accounts, let's see what it'll give me about social accounts. Okay, so these are business coaches whose social accounts I can then use in another tool to analyze. And I'll show you that in a second. That's really cool. So if I know that Simon Sinek is someone I can look to find out what's trending and what's working and what he's doing, then I would go look at his YouTube, and then I would use something called Social Blade. I'll show you that in a second. So SparkToro, as you can see, it's kind of limited in that it's really only keyword research, but it can give you some great insights into your keywords. So if you're doing a lot of keyword research, this might be a really good site for you to find out how you need to tag your content. All right. This one is AnswerThePublic.com. This is another one of my favorite tools. It's similar to what BuzzSumo was doing when it comes to question, there was somewhere question analysis. What AnswerThePublic.com does is it looks across the search channels, and they looks like they've added TikTok, Amazon, and Instagram since I was last in here, but it searches across the channels for a keyword. So business coaching. And it tells me what are people searching around business coaching. So I'm asking, hey, what is Google recording when it comes to business coaching? And it'll give me a pie chart. And what that pie chart's going to show me is all of the questions related to business coaching. This is real data from users. You can sign up. It gives you 3 searches for free, which is plenty when you're doing and that's per day. So it's plenty of searches to find what you need. But here are, our business coaching expenses deductible. Can coaching be a business expense? How to build a coaching business online. So a lot of these are all about becoming a business coach versus searching for a business coach. But these are blog titles. These are videos. This is interviews. This is all sorts of things for your content based on your niche. So you would just type in your niche. Let's say family. Oh, I know Jamal is event photography. So let's see what. And I don't know why this is so big. Maybe a little bit smaller. Hold on. Need to log in. It's not. So I get 3 per day, which is plenty. Okay. All right. So around event photography, which lens for event photography, which event, what is event wedding photography? So what exactly is that? How to do it, how to get into it, how to shoot it. So you can create a blog around these things or an infographic. You create an infographic about the different types of lenses to prove that you know what you're talking about. So again, this is content to generate interest and get people to subscribe, click, visit your website, things like that. So there you go. So that is one of my favorite, AnswerThePublic.com. All right. The last one I'm going to show you is going to be Social Blade. Now, this one is interesting, and it has a very specific function, and it's really only useful when your channel, whether it's YouTube, Twitch, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, your channel has longevity. Okay, so if you only have a few videos on your channel, this is not going to help you for your own data. So I'm using us as an example. Our YouTube channel was started less than a year ago. So we're a baby in the YouTube verse, right? You'll see that we have 51 videos, we have 23 subscribers, and our videos have been seen 734 times. It's not giving me much data because there's not much to go on. But if you find a competitor like Tony Robbins, you can go into their data and you can actually see, okay, if I was the next Tony Robbins, what is my income from YouTube? How do I rank? What can I expect from my video views? So now I can compare myself. I can compare multiple speakers, channels, things like that. So I found this one interesting because it's really just that top level. It doesn't really get deep into the individual channels, but it can be really good with your own channel to show you that, again, longevity. So if you have a 3, 4, 5, 6 year channel that you've been uploading to regularly, I don't believe YouTube will give you these average statistics so you can see, are you growing? Are you increasing? What is your potential revenue? Can you monetize it? Are you ready to monetize it? Who's your competitors in the space? How do you compare against those competitors? If I want to be like this, then I better go look at what he's doing and start copying some of that content, right? Or duplicating some of those strategies. So this is a great way to get just kind of a comparison view on content. All right, I know that was really, really fast. Trying to think if there's any other tools that we want to dig into. I don't think so. So I will go ahead and close out our seminar. I want to make sure we have plenty of time for Q&A, so I kind of rushed through that. We do not record our Q&As, so if you're watching this on the replay, we definitely want you to log into our live so you can have your questions answered. But I do hope that was helpful for content analysis and looking and seeing what's out there, what's trending, what can you be doing in order to enhance your digital presence. So thank you so much for joining us. I'm Monique Carlisle with MidasWeb, and we'll see you next time.